it's got me wondering, was he the first choice they had to win Money in the Bank?
This is the Casual Wrestling Show. Casual Wrestling Show.
Sounds good.
Damien Priest, he went on a podcast and he talked about his Money in the Bank briefcase and why he has not cashed in yet. And his explanation was that with Seth Rollins not being medically cleared and Roman Reigns being on another show, there's just zero opportunity for him to cash in the Money in the Bank at this point in time. My question for you is, number one, do you think that information was fed to him by WWE? And number two, if this is an actual new mechanic of Money in the Bank, is this a smart mechanic for the booking of Money in the Bank going forward?
So I kind of mesh my answers together. It's a weird comment to put out, right? And it almost makes you think that there's some kind of damage control being played here between him and the WWE, because maybe they don't necessarily have the plan yet for him to cash in. I've thought about this because I've seen the comment that he made, and it's got me wondering, was he the first choice they had to win Money in the Bank, or was it circumstantial? And when you start to think about that, you start to think of the couple months before Money in the Bank where he had the match with Bad Bunny. Was that kind of like a, hey, you sell out for Bad Bunny, we give you this? Because to say that you can't cash in because somebody's injured, I mean, that's the whole point of Money in the Bank. When somebody's down and out, you're supposed to be like, hey, I'm going to get this damn title. So it's really got me thinking, like, was he the actual first choice, or was this just, like, circumstantial, and we don't know what the hell to do with you right at this point?
I think you're exactly right. I think that's literally where I was going to take this is, I think this was an overreaction to Puerto Rico. 100%. He went out there, he showed out, he put on a show with Bad Bunny, and WWE goes, oh shit, people like Damien, we're gonna have to put a rocket on him. And I think they overreacted. I think they had no plan. I think they always assume we've got 365 days to figure this out. We give a guy a briefcase. We've got a long time to make something happen. And then what happens is you're halfway through or 3/4 through the run, and you've booked yourself into some problematic situations here with the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, we've got Drew, who looks like he's waiting. We've got Seth Rollins, who could easily continue as champion. We've got CM Punk, who, had he not got injured, looked like he might have been next in line. And so, yeah, where does Damien Priest fall in line as far as the World Heavyweight Championship? And I think that he got sat down, he got put on the spot, and Damien Priest has to protect Damien Priest. At that point, it's not his responsibility to protect the WWE, and he's got to go, yeah, no, I know my character looks like an idiot, but let me explain to you why I look like an idiot. There's just nowhere for me to cash this in. I wish they would make that clearer on television, that he's unable to cash in, because that's never been a thing. The whole point of Money in the Bank has been, it is this opportunity to catch someone off guard. And I think that if that's a mechanic of Money in the Bank, then I would like to see Money in the Bank just be a contract that you can cash in at any premium live event where you guarantee yourself a title match. Not that you can run out and tease it after the match. And I've always thought Money in the Bank was a little bit hokey in the sense that, like, guys will come out and try to cash it in. They get hit one time and then they're done trying. Like, get back up and cash it in again. You don't just get the one chance that night. And I think for Damien Priest, it does feel a little hokey. You're in one of the most dominant factions on Monday Night Raw right now, and y'all have made kind of entertainment living bullying people, and you're telling me y'all can't go out there and surround Seth Rollins and hold him down and win the World Heavyweight Championship? So I understand 100% Damien Priest coming out and creating an excuse for why he can't do it. I just think that WWE has a responsibility to get behind him and either explain that, oh, this is a rule, or maybe Damien didn't understand, but they do have, well, I think they're good problems to have. I'll state that. It's a good problem when you've got too many guys that could be your World Heavyweight Champion. I just think Damien Priest ends up on the outside of this thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of people in waiting, and I think a lot of people are assuming that it's WrestleMania 40 that he's going to cash in, but I'm telling you, man, the longer this goes, I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah, it feels like Judgment Day's losing steam. Like, this is not something we plan to talk about, but have you noticed they just will not put Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley in a ring together anymore?
Yeah, that's kind of gone off. And then another thing that I've also wondered is like, well, we have to kind of look at Finn and Damien still having those tag titles. There's no way they're going to have tag titles and a world heavyweight champion at the same time. It just logistically, that doesn't make sense.
Well, and I'm reading Finn's done.
Okay.
After WrestleMania, that's what everything that I've read is Finn's not re-signing. Finn wants to go work with the Elite. That he's kind of done with WWE. So that was interesting to me.
Well, I guess we'll see then, huh?
Yeah. All right, what you got? What's your last question here?
So,
Hey, you better bring it if we debating going toe to toe. No holding back, I'm speaking the facts. Let me introduce you to the dopest show. Nerdy D and Milwaukee Mike, bringing the energy. If you a fan of wrestling and especially WWE, this is the Casual Wrestling Show.